Hello you all, in this video I am going to be showing you how I made this nice and creamy hair and skin moisturizer. It is a DIY project and it really just took mainly 3 ingredients. One extra one, but that one is even optional. But this is a really awesome cream that I use for my hair. I use it on my daughter's hair and I just love it. We use it for our skin. It keeps our skin so nice and moisturized. And so stay tuned while I show you how to make this cream. Alright, so the ingredients were cocoa butter, shea butter, and coconut oil. So right here what I have is I'm actually doing the double boiler method. Basically all it is that I have this pot here and I just put water in it. Once it boiled, then I went ahead and put this glass container over it, and then I put my cocoa butter inside of it. Now cocoa butter is a really hard oil, and so I just went ahead and just made sure that I put that in first to help it melt, and then I put in my shea butter after that. After that, I actually went ahead and put it in the refrigerator, but I put it in the refrigerator for far too long. And so what I ended up doing was I kept it on the counter for a few hours just to help it to just really warm down. I didn't freeze it. It's left it on the counter until it really just warmed down. And then I went ahead and put in my coconut oil. But before that, I went ahead and just kind of like use my spatula to kind of scrape it a little bit to loosen things up, and then I added my coconut oil to that mix, and then I just mixed it all the way together until it was nice and creamy and soft. And so here is my coconut oil. I would say this is about a cup of coconut oil. So one thing with this product is that if you want that really nice and thick consistency, I would recommend that you use more of the cocoa butter. Because the cocoa butter is thicker, it helps to give you that thickness for the end product. And so I would say use about 2 parts cocoa butter, maybe 1 part shea butter, and then another 1 part coconut oil, and you should be able to get this nice and creamy texture that you saw at the beginning there. After I put my coconut oil in there, then I went ahead and I used my hand mixer and I mixed everything all together. And of course you can use more oils if you want. I just wanted to keep it really simple. If you can actually substitute with olive oil or with sweet almond oil or whatever oils you have. You can use multiple oils. Like I said, I just wanted to keep things simple. And so at this point I have everything all together and I am just going to mix and mix and mix and mix until I get to a point where I am just comfortable. Here it is here at some point. I just paused it and this was the texture that I had, and I went ahead and just mixed it up a little bit more because I wanted it to have more of a creamy texture rather than like a liquidy type of a texture at the end. And so I just whipped it a little bit more and I just kept whipping until I just got to my desired consistency. Now if you don't have a hand mixer, you can actually use a blender. Just make sure that you wash the blender really well, especially if you use it for food. Just wash it really well, throw all of your ingredients in there, and you will be good. It'll actually do a really good job blending it. I've done it before and it was great. The more you whisk it, you realize that more air is infused into the mix, and the more air is infused into the mix, it makes it more airy. And I just want to recommend that you use a glass bowl if you have it. Mixer is a little bit heavy, and so I recommend using a glass bowl if you have it. The glass bowl is also good to have, especially if you're doing the double boiler method, so that it doesn't burn, because plastic could easily burn if it's on that hot stove. And so just FYI. Alright, so at this point, this is the texture that we have, and at this point I was pretty much satisfied, but I just wanted to go ahead and add, let me just say, my fragrance oil. I just had it on hand, and so I added it to the mix. You don't have to add this oil, but I just had it and I said, you know what, let me just use it up. And so here is my oil. I purchased this from Amazon. It is a warm vanilla sugar fragrance oil, and I just added whatever I had in there. As you can see, it's really not that much at all. And I just poured everything in there, whisked it all together again, and that was the end. And here is our end product. I was able to get these 3 containers, and this is really a lot. Like I said, all 3 of us in my family, myself, my husband, and my daughter, we all use this for our hair and our skin, and it keeps our skin very nice and moisturized, and it's got great properties. Cocoa butter and shea butter have awesome properties to help to prevent breakage and dryness, and really help to infuse nice natural shine to the skin and to the hair. And so here is a test that I wanted to do for you all, and I'm going to just apply it to my skin. As you can see here, it really just melts right into the skin, and it just leaves a nice glow. It is not overly oily. As long as you put it onto your skin really well, it just absorbs into the skin, and it just leaves the skin nice and soft. So this was actually the very next day, and as you can see, look at this texture. I absolutely love this texture. I love it. Every time I make this butter, I always make sure that I put more cocoa butter because, like I said, I love this end product. You can use this as a styler. You can use this as a deep conditioner if you want. This has multiple uses for your hair and definitely for your skin as well. You can also use it without fragrance oils. All right, you all, I hope that you found this video very helpful, and I hope that you can give this a try. Once again, it's a DIY project. It's really quite simple, and if you have these ingredients in your house, you can definitely try it out for your hair, and it'll really do a good job on keeping your hair nice and moisturized. Ladies, I just want to encourage you to prioritize your hair, take care of your hair, involve God in the process, and invest in your natural hair care this year, and you will see the necessary result. And this is one of the ways of investing in your hair. Alrighty, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye bye for now.